हर सपना सच करेगा इंडिया, बनेगा स्वच्छ इंडिया। इस सोच के साथ हमने 2014 में इस अभियान की शुरुआत जोरदार की और अब over the last few years we have raised awareness, we've raised funds for toilets, initiated advocacy with policy makers, we've raised volunteering hours towards a Swachh India, and we've got tremendous support from all quarters in our efforts. Today we are here celebrating our special partnership with the Maharashtra government going forward in season 3 of the Banega Swachh India campaign. We're just coming from a clean-up drive where thousands and thousands of volunteers are cleaning up JJ hospitals and its surroundings. We also learnt about many initiatives taken by the Maharashtra government and how they have actually shown results. And we need many such more examples of this. India really needs to learn from the examples of some of the states that have really taken the lead in trying to clean up the country. And it gives me a great pleasure to welcome our ambassador for the entire campaign, somebody whose word really resonates with the entire country, the one and only Mr. Amitabh Bachchan. It's such a pleasure and a privilege, of course, to have you with us. Our partner in the entire exercise, Nitish, Kapoor, Regional Director, YB South Asia. It's great to have you with us. And Manisha Mhaiskar, who's the Principal Secretary, Urban Development in Maharashtra. I have to say the Maha Cleanathon and a lot of what's been happening is her brainchild and she's really spearheading it. So another round of applause for her for everything that she's really been able to pull together. And Amitji, I have to say the cleanup that we are just coming from, we all saw, and in fact the entire country has seen the pictures of you actually not even putting on those plastic gloves. You were picking up the dirt and putting it away. And you know, I think that really sends the signal to everyone that this is not something that we should leave to others to do. It is in our hands, literally, to start the process of cleanup.
Yeah, I think that, you know, we can all come together here. बहुत से यहाँ पर भाषणबाजी कर सकते हैं, लेकिन असलियत में जाकर के कौन कितना काम करता है, ये एक उदाहरण के रूप में हमने आज जे हॉस्पिटल में जाकर के थोड़ा सा काम किया, हाथ सफाई की. अब आप इतना महत्व दे रहे हैं कि नंगे हाथों से हमने कचरा उठा लिया, लेकिन जो लोग साफ सफाई करते हैं या जो लोग करना चाहते हैं, सबके पास तो प्लास्टिक ग्लव होता नहीं है. तो अगर उनके पास नहीं तो हमारे पास क्यों हो? और इसीलिए हमने अपने हाथों से उसको उठाया. और इसी तरह हमें अपने वातावरण को स्वस्थ रखना चाहिए. प्रत्येक इंसान, एवरीबडी हैज टू इंडिविजुअली लुक आफ्टर देमसेल्व्स, लुक एट वेयर दे वर्क, वेयर दे ट्रैवल, एंड इफ दे सी एनी काइंड ऑफ डर्ट एनीवेयर, जस्ट गो एंड क्लीन इट अप. And if somebody watches them or sees them cleaning it, I think they should go and congratulate him, applaud him, उसकी प्रशंसा कीजिए, उसको बधाई दीजिए. और इसी प्रकार जो कोई गंदगी फैलाता है, इसी तरह बहुत सारे लोग जाएं उसके पास और उसको बताएं कि आपने देखिए ये जगह गंदगी फैलाई है. और कुछ करने का नहीं, केवल इतना ही अगर आप कह देंगे उसे, तो कहीं ना कहीं उसको अगली बार शर्म आएगी कि अगर मैंने कुछ गंदा किया तो कुछ लोग और आकर के मुझे बताएंगे या चेतावनी देंगे कि ऐसा मत करो. इस तरह की चीजें हम सबको इंडिविजुअल रूप में करनी होगी. वी विल हैव टू वर्क इंडिविजुअली.
अमित जी, आपने वहां जेजे हॉस्पिटल में ये भी कहा था कि अगर हर एक इंसान ये फैसला करे कि हमारे घर के अंदर ही नहीं, घर के चारों ओर 10 गज हम उसको साफ रखें, तो पूरा देश साफ हो जाएगा.
शहर पूरा जहां आप रहते हैं साफ हो जाएगा. प्रत्येक इंसान जहां रहता है, वेर एवरीवन स्टेज, 10 गज जितनी दूरी है आपके घर के आसपास, अगर आप स्वयं ये नियंत्रित कर लें कि इसको हमें साफ रखना है, तो इसी तरह प्रत्येक इंसान जहां रहता है वो 10 गज दूरी पे अगर उसको साफ रखेगा तो पूरा शहर साफ हो जाएगा.
Nitish, so in the campaign that we've been running, and in fact maybe we can show everyone what the campaign has been. It's been partly about getting people to pledge hours. It's partly been about just spreading that same awareness, as Amitji said, because if everyone decides that we should try and keep India safe, same Indians go abroad, follow the rules, don't throw litter, don't throw, you know, they won't roll down their car window and throw out a plastic bottle. Why do it in our own country?
Absolutely, and I think I'm really impressed by the intent with which people turned out today. So it's something that people really want to do, right? I think how do you give them the opportunities? I think this volunteering of 50 lakh hours is a massive government-sponsored exercise. But I think also a lot of people want to do this every day. As long as the opportunities are there, I think this is probably one program that people feel very strongly about taking ownership of. And I'm sure that we'll make a lot of progress. It's not going to be overnight, but you know, we will make a lot of progress.
When I'm about to come to Manisha ji and specifically what some of our partners like Maharashtra, you know, some of the states that have really made a big impact But before I come to Manisha ji, I just want to speak to both Nitish and Amit ji about the next season, this particular phase. And Amit ji, I think it's important to tell everyone what we are trying to do this year. We started by spreading awareness, and we spoke about getting basic education about hygienic habits. This year, a couple of things we would like to focus on. Number one is to find these 10 iconic locations and to clean them up, because that sends a very powerful message. If we can clean the Taj and the Golden Temple and Dargah, Ajmer Sharif and some of these things which the government has also identified, these locations, then everyone comes there. These are touristed spots. India is associated with them. If they can be cleaned up, not internally, but also the areas surrounding them, it sends a very powerful signal.
Every day, all these sites which are religious in nature are visited by so many people just to express their love, their affection, their blessings from the Almighty. One of the things that they should be cautious and conscious about is that if you're going to keep the environment of somebody that you're seeking blessings from dirty, then it is your duty to keep it clean as well. We go to seek cleanliness, we go to seek blessings from the Almighty at all these religious spots. But, we don't bother about the environment that we are creating around them. And we need to be conscious of that. And these are the sites that are visited by the maximum number of the people of the country. People that have faith in a particular god or a religion, they visit these sites in huge numbers. Yes, and that perhaps gives rise to some of the pollution, some of the dirt that is spread around. But I think it becomes our duty to make sure that each individual that visits this site makes sure that he is not going to be responsible for creating that dirt. And if he does see something, he should go and personally clean it up. And if he does see somebody making a mess of it, go and correct him. Because that's the way, things will spread. एक दूसरे से जब हम लोग नहीं बात करेंगे, कहेंगे, उसका आप आदर सत्कार भी कीजिए जो अच्छा काम कर रहा है. दूसरे वाले को आप डांटिए मत, उसकी निंदा मत कीजिए, लेकिन केवल उसको बता दीजिए कि आपने यहाँ गंदगी फैलाई है, मैं ही साफ कर देता हूँ. कहीं ना कहीं उसके मन में ये होगी, आशंका होगी, यार मेरी वजह से इसे ये काम करना पड़ा.
Nitish, it's also obviously very important to partner with governments, as we're doing today with Maharashtra, because at the end of the day, while we can try and people can make efforts to clean up some of the kachara that is lying around, there are also structural things that are required. The building of toilet blocks, the building of garbage dumps, moving away of certain things which could be polluting or causing waste. So it's a holistic plan that is required.
Yeah, I think we've been saying from the beginning that, this is a massive partnership, right? So of course there's, behavior change, but there's also infrastructure. And I'm really happy that this year we have governments, in Maharashtra and many other places as well, partnering with the program. And we were speaking about this concept of the Swachalaya as well, which is how do we make sure that there are hygienic toilets in easy to access locations that are almost certified for a certain quality. And if the government identifies the location, then I'm sure private enterprise, will step in and sponsor those toilets and make them clean. So I think that there's not much can be achieved without these big partnerships.
All right. Manisha ji, perfect occasion to get you into this. Now, last year when we were doing, not last year actually, the 17th of January this year itself, when we were discussing getting volunteers to come out and pledge hours, Maharashtra stunned all of us. You came onto the stage, Manisha ji, and you said Maharashtra will pledge 50 lakh hours towards cleaning up. Is that a commitment you are regretting making, or I believe you made tremendous success which you might want to share with everyone?
That was 17th of Jan, this very year, 2016, when the whole campaign about pledging of hours began. And we in Maharashtra are very clear about 2-3 things. One is that this is Swachh Bharat is a very aspirational campaign. Everybody wants Bharat to become Swachh, and therefore everybody wants to contribute in whatever little way he or she can. And second important thing was that everybody identifies with it. It is not somebody else's campaign, it's my own campaign. So when we committed 50 lakh man hours on your platform, we were of course very confident of doing it. The part of the team on whose behalf and I pledged the hours, we were very confident, but I am equally happy to share with you that of this 50 lakh hours, we have already achieved 33 lakh hours so far.
Wow.
And our commitment was to do 50 lakh till next Jan, which means January 26th, 2017. But we'll do much more. We'll do around 60 lakh man hours.
Well done.
Amit ji, so you are congratulating her when she said this.
Yeah, I really must appreciate that, because it's all very well to talk about collecting these hours that people like her commit, but how do we use them? That is more important.
Yes.
Just collecting hours is not enough. What is going to happen to those hours? Are people actually going to go out and utilize those hours, work at cleaning up the place or not?
Yes.
And that is something that
Yes.
you'll have to
Actually,
monitor as well.
In fact, we will just show them. Why don't we show everyone, sir, what Maharashtra has been able to use these 33 lakhs hours in already. Then maybe Manisha can say what's on the agenda going forward. This is what has already been done.
We felt that it was really the need of the hour, and therefore Government of Maharashtra had pledged 50 lakh man hours towards this whole mission of Swachh India. Essentially, I am very happy to say that out of the 50 lakh man hours that we had committed, we have already achieved 32 lakh man hours, and because the whole process has got a very good momentum, I feel quite confident on behalf of the state government that we will be able to reach another 30 lakh man hours by 26th of January, which was the date to which we had committed. Right from the beginning, right from 2015, we have been focusing not only on the construction of toilets per se, but construction along with usage resulting in the town or the community becoming ODF. I am very happy to tell you that Maharashtra was the first state in India which last October 2015 could announce 19 of its towns as ODF or open defecation free, and I am quite confident that in a short time we would be able to declare urban Maharashtra open defecation free.
Now, it's always very important to share the success stories, because that gives a lesson to the rest of the country of what can actually be done. So now for the next half an hour or so, we are going to be actually talking to many of the people who've been able to have positive change in their areas, in their towns, their cities, and in their localities. So when those hours were actually utilized, two of the cities that have done the maximum amount of work in that, among others, of course, Mumbai and Nagpur. So I'd like to call onto the stage Snehal Ambekar, who's the mayor of Mumbai, and Praveen Datke, mayor of Nagpur. Snehal. स्नेहल जी, तो मुंबई में ही शायद 7 लाख से ज़्यादा, करीबन 8 लाख घंटे इस्तेमाल हुए हैं. तो क्या क्या हुआ था यहाँ मुंबई में, क्या काम हुआ था?
सर्वप्रथम सगळ्यांना जय महाराष्ट्र. आणि व्यासपीठावरती उपस्थित सर्व मान्यवर, त्यापैकी सगळ्यात जवळचे मान्यवर जे आहेत अमितजी, जे बृहन्मुंबई महानगरपालिकेला नेहमीच सांगत असतात की माझा आवाज आणि माझी पूर्ण व्यक्तिमत्व तुम्ही मुंबई महानगरच्या कामामध्ये वापरू शकता, असं ज्यांनी आम्हाला आश्वासित केलेले आहे. आणि आमचे क्षयरोग निवारणाचे ब्रँड अँबॅसेडर म्हणून जे आहेत माननीय अमितजी. आणि
ऐसा कहते जैसे आप बोलते जाएंगे, मे बी आई कैन गेट यू टू ट्रांसलेट. इन्होंने कहा नहीं, जैसे आप बोलती जाएंगे वो ट्रांसलेट करते जाएंगे हर 2-4 शब्दों के बाद.
Sure. So the mayor of Mumbai is in fact speaking about Mumbai Corporation's long partnership with Mr. Bachchan. Mr. Bachchan is already their brand ambassador for the campaign of tuberculosis, and Mr. Bachchan has been kind enough to tell BMC that for any of their social initiatives, his voice is always theirs.
Okay. ठीक है स्नेहा जी, तो हाँ, ये जो घंटे इस्तेमाल हुए आपने मुंबई में, कैसे इस्तेमाल किए?
खरंच ह्याचा मला अभिमान वाटतो, कारण जसं मी म्हणते की शहराचा विकास हा व्हायलाच पाहिजे. हे जेव्हा म्हणत असतो, ही सगळ्यांची अपेक्षा असते, की लोकप्रतिनिधींची पण अपेक्षा असते, त्याचबरोबर प्रशासकीय अधिकारी असतात त्यांची पण अपेक्षा असते, पण कुठेतरी त्यांच्यामध्ये एक वाद असतो. हा वाद जेव्हा संवादामध्ये रूपांतरित होतो तेव्हा मला असं वाटतं की असे पारितोषिक आपल्याला मिळत असतात. आणि
मनीषा जी,
What the Mayor Madam is saying is for such a movement, it is the elected representatives of the corporation and the administration of the corporation, if they come together and if people in turn participate, wonders can happen.
ओके, प्रवीण जी आप कुछ कहेंगे? नागपुर में क्या हुआ?
नागपुर में 2012 से इसकी शुरुआत हुई थी. हमारे एक्स मेयर थे माननीय अनिल सोले, उनके नेतृत्व में हमने 2 अक्टूबर से इसकी शुरुआत की थी और बहुत ज़्यादा लोगों ने हमें इसमें मदद की. हमारे साथ लोकसभा होने के कारण हम यहाँ तक पहुँच सके. इस साल हमारे शहर में 3 नदियाँ बहती है जो जिसका नालों में रूपांतर हुआ था, जिसको नाग नदी बोलते, जिसके नाम से नागपुर शहर का नाम हुआ है. एक पीली नदी और दूसरी पोहरा नदी, से 3 नदियाँ हैं. इस साल 15 बड़ी कंपनियों ने हमें मदद की. हमने लगभग 1,71,000 टन कचरा उसमें से बाहर निकाला जो लोक सहभाग से था. इसमें एनटीपीसी
में से आपने कचरा निकाला.
इसमें से एनटीपीसी, मॉइल, हमारे हल्दीराम करके एक बहुत बड़ी कंपनी है, हमारा एनएचआई, पीडब्ल्यूडी, इन सभी ने मिलकर हमें सारे पोकलैंड्स मशीन सारे दिए. डीजल भी हमने लोक सहभाग से जमाया और नागपुर शहर के सारे कर्मचारियों ने इसमें अपना सहभाग दिया.
और सबसे बड़ा कचरा हटने से एक और फायदा भी होता है. आप देखते हैं जब भी बारिश होती है तो हर एक शहर के अंदर पानी भर जाता है.
इस बार नागपुर के पत्रकारों को और मीडिया को मैं धन्यवाद देता हूं कि आज तक एक भी फोटो पानी जमा होने का नहीं आया.
तो कचरा अगर हटेगा तो
Actually, Mr. Bachchan was asking this very important question as to what do you do with the man hours. So this is a very good example, but what I would like to say is each town has, or quite a few towns, identified a locality or an area which they made swachh through the man hours. And now we have examples where what used to be a dump yard earlier, they have made it a nice little garden where people come in the morning and have yoga sessions. In other cities, what used to be a nala is now actually a flowing little rivulet.
I'm just saying कि उसका प्रचार होना चाहिए.
Yes.
अगर किसी ने नेक काम किया है, बोलने के लिए तो सब लोग प्रचार के लिए खड़े हो जाते हैं. हम लोग सब यहाँ प्रचार के लिए आए हुए हैं, लेकिन जो सही काम करता है उसका प्रचार कभी नहीं होता है. उसका प्रचार कीजिए आप.
धन्यवाद अमित जी, बिल्कुल करेक्ट.
जी आप कुछ कहना चाहेंगे? प्रचार कैसे हो सकता है इसका?
ज़रूर कहना चाहूँगी, क्योंकि प्रचार करना है तो जैसे कैंपेन तो सब है ही, माध्यमों के द्वारा भी हम लोग करते हैं, लेकिन अपील करना, क्योंकि मेरा मानना है कि कोई भी केंद्र शासित, राज्य शासित कोई भी प्रकल्प आए, योजना आए, लेकिन जब तक उसमें लोगों का सहयोग, लोगों का सहभाग तब तक नहीं होता, तब तक वो यशस्वी नहीं हो पाते. इसलिए मुंबई में भी हम लोगों ने सभी सोसाइटी को, सभी लोगों को इस कैंपेन में शामिल किया और 27 वार्ड में, 24 वार्ड में हमारे सभी लोगों ने यहाँ पे आके हर सैटरडे संडे तो कैंपेन होता ही है. लोग प्रतिनिधि भी अपने अपने इलाकों में स्वच्छता अभियान रखते हैं. सभी सोसाइटीज, गली, चाली, सभी के लोग यहाँ पे आते हैं.
ओके, स्नेहा जी, प्रवीण जी, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. अब हमारे साथ थे. I just want to, before they leave, one of the things that Maharashtra has done really well, and I want to show people how you've achieved it, is open defecation free. Of the 10 that the center has just announced are open defecation free towns, 5 are actually from Maharashtra. So let's just see some of the work that's been done in that area, and maybe other cities can learn and other places can learn from it.
छह साल से पहले कागल में ओडिप का बहुत सारा प्रकार था. तो बाद में जब संत गाड़िया बाबा अभियान आ गया तो लोगों के दिल में स्वच्छता के लिए थोड़ी सी प्रेरणा मिल गई और उन्होंने स्वच्छता के लिए अपने प्रयास शुरू कर दिए. फिर घर घर में शौचालय होना चाहिए, ये मांग लोगों की उठी. तो लोगों के दिल में हमने जगाया था कि भाई अपने शौचालय में आप जाइए, ओडी मत कीजिए. तो लोगों ने शौचालय बनना शुरू कर दिया. 12 साल के बाद 15 साल तक 1000 शौचालय बांधे गए लोगों के द्वारा.
असं मला वाटते, कारण प्रत्येकाच्या घरामध्ये टॉयलेट असलंच पाहिजे. ते इतर लोक आहेत त्यांनी उघड्यावर शौचालय नाही बसलं पाहिजे, कारण त्यामुळे रोगराई होऊन इतर सुद्धा रोगी होऊ शकतात.
कागल शहर शौचालय युक्त होने के बाद साफ सुथरा होने लगा, तो यहाँ जो हम कचरा उठाते हैं उसका क्या करें, ये हमारे सामने प्रॉब्लम थी। तो गीला कचरा और सूखा कचरा हम अलग से उठाने लगे। तो हमने ये सोचा कि इस गीले कचरे से इलेक्ट्रिसिटी प्रोड्यूस करें, और जर्मन टेक्नोलॉजी लेके हमने अभी एक मशीन लगाया है जिसमें गीला कचरा डालने के बाद 24 आवर्स के अंदर इलेक्ट्रिसिटी प्रोड्यूस होती है।
अक्टूबर 2015 में सातारा शहर ओपन से फ्री डिक्लेयर किया। जहाँ जहाँ पर ओपन डिफिकेशन होता था, जो लोगों को टॉयलेट की सुविधा देने के लिए एक तो इंडिविजुअल टॉयलेट का काम किया और दूसरा कम्युनिटी टॉयलेट का काम किया।
इथून जाताना जाण्याचं अंतर 5 मिनिटं होतं। शिवाय इथं तरुण नवीन लग्न झालेल्या ज्या महिला होत्या त्यांना जाताना मुलं शिट्ट्या वाजवणं असा त्रास सहन करावा लागत होता। आणि मुलांच्या बाबतीत तर आरोग्याची जास्तच भीती होती, त्यामुळे त्यांना सारखं दवाखाना करावा लागायचा।
Manisha ji, one of the problems, of course, that we've seen in other parts of the country, and I want to know how Maharashtra has done it differently. It's one thing is to build the toilets, the second is to get people to use them.
Exactly. I think you've really hit the bull's eye, as they say. Our experience in the rural Maharashtra has been that it's very easy to build a toilet, but building a toilet per se doesn't result in an open defecation community. So there were basically two things we really tried to focus upon. One was that, as CM sir was saying earlier, the most important thing is that this is not a contractors program. First thing we said is that we will not involve contractors in this program. We will ask each individual family to build their own toilet. Maybe the beginning will be slow, but it will be a sustainable beginning. And the second thing was, since the beginning of Modi ji's Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, we have been saying that we will concentrate both on the construction and the usage. And you have seen how it is something women identify very closely with. Because if a woman has to go out in the open for this whole morning duty thing, it is really very hurtful to her esteem, self-esteem.
And sometimes they have to wait for the evening, for dark to come before they can go out again.
So two things.
जो माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी ने अभी कहा कि केवल बनाना ही नहीं है, लोगों को बोलना चाहिए कि हमारे लिए बनाइए। हम तो अपनी तरफ से बना देंगे, लेकिन उसका इस्तेमाल होता है या नहीं होता ये भी देखना पड़ता है। लेकिन अगर लोग यानी जन सहयोग जब तक नहीं मिलेगा तब तक ये जो कार्यक्रम है ये सफल नहीं हो पाएगा। जनता को बोलना चाहिए कि मुझे यहाँ पर एक शौचालय बना करके दीजिए। हम जाकर के शौचालय बना दें, पता नहीं उसका उपयोग सही तरह से होता है कि नहीं होता है। बहुत सी महिलाएं, और ये महिलाओं के लिए मैं खास उनकी प्रशंसा करना चाहूँगा, बहुत सी ऐसी महिलाएं जो ब्याह करने से इनकार कर देती हैं और कहती हैं कि जब तक आप हमारे लिए शौचालय नहीं बनाएंगे तब तक हम ब्याह नहीं करेंगे, आपके घर नहीं आएंगे। ये एक बहुत ही अच्छा और बहुत ही बड़ा उदाहरण है जो अभी हाल ही में कई एक ऐसे many incidents where the to-be bride has refused to get married because she said, unless you have a toilet in the house, I'm not going to get married.
पर अमित जी, अगर आप देखें कि उत्तर भारत में खासतौर कुछ ऐसे इलाके हैं जहां शौचालय बन तो गए हैं पर लोग उनका इस्तेमाल नहीं करते हैं, उनको स्टोर रूम्स की तरह रखते हैं, कहते हैं अच्छा सा कमरा बनाया, चलिए।
तो वही मैंने कहा, जो जन सहयोग होना चाहिए उस गांव की तरफ से, जो लोग उसमें रहते हैं उनकी तरफ से आना चाहिए ये कि हमारे लिए एक शौचालय बनाइए। जब वो कहेंगे कि हमारे लिए शौचालय बनाइए तो जाहिर है कि वो लोग उसका इस्तेमाल भी करेंगे।
And one thing Maharashtra has done differently is what the CM sir said earlier and what Mr. Bachchan is saying now. 100% of the toilets that we constructed in the state are made by the people's contribution. There is not one toilet which a contractor has come from outside, built it and then left it.
So they build it themselves, then they use it because they've been involved in the process.
It's their involvement.
That's a very, very important lesson that other states must learn from, and that's part of what we're trying to do out here is to get the best case examples that everyone else can learn.
And I think also the Chief Minister mentioned today the fact that the need needs to be created. So, once you know why you should not be defecating in the open, then you want the toilet, then the ownership, and then the usage.
Right.
So I think it's a long drawn out process, but it starts from making sure people understand for themselves that it's not a good thing to be defecating in the open.
But I'll tell you one other suggestion which Nitish also touched upon, but it's a suggestion from our side that we want to put forward to you. And we will talk about it at greater length on the 2nd of October when we do the full cleanathon. But it struck us that one of the things you need is not just in rural parts of Maharashtra, but even in the big cities. Take a city like Mumbai, for example. You are sometimes driving from north to south. Sometimes people are stuck in traffic. There are no good quality toilets, what Nitish was calling a swachalay. Maybe if you have a concept that where corporates can be involved, when you say high quality toilets exist, and for tourists and other people visiting the city, they know that there is a toilets of a certain standard that they can visit. It's just a thought that maybe you can think about figuring out how that can work.
I think it's a very valid point. People who travel from north and south Mumbai realize how long it takes at times because of traffic. It takes 1.5 to 2 hours. And, if I may just say it, I've had personal experiences of this. And I've been stuck in traffic and I've had to just desperately go to a toilet and just didn't know what to do. So I just had to walk out of my car and just enter somebody's house and say, please, can I use your toilet?
Yes.
They must say, you don't have a problem. You can do it. You can do it. Who will say, you are Amitabh Bachchan, ghar ke andar mat aaiye.
And I'm just trying to stress I'm just trying to stress the importance of that moment.
Yes.
It's a little immodest to say that, but if it can happen to me, look what it can happen to anybody. And what are we doing for that?
And the others don't have the option of going to somebody
else.
Well,
sometimes they're quite liberal and generous in their welcome.
Out of curiosity, sir, what was the reaction of the people when you knocked on their door?
They wanted to follow me to the toilet to ask for an autograph.
I'm sure it would have been quite an experience for them. All right, well, I think let's just move on to honoring and felicitating some of the Swachh champions of Maharashtra. Some of the people who've done absolutely phenomenal work in this particular area. Mr. Bachchan, I'm going to request you to come here and Nitish as well. And let's just come here and I want to invite them up one by one to get their special honor. So, Mr. Sachin Kurve first, the collector of Nagpur, he's helped in making 10 out of the 12 municipal councils ODF from Nagpur district.
Many congratulations. That's what you say. It's a memento of your great work. Thank you very much.
Dr. Amit Saini, collector Kolhapur, he has helped in making 8 out of 9 municipal councils ODF from Kolhapur.
Many congratulations.
The 5 which are nationally declared, 3 are from his district.
Oh, nationally declared, 3 are from your district. Okay.
Oh,
many congratulations. Srimati Nidhi Pandey, collector Aurangabad, helped in constructing 65% individual household toilets through funds made available to municipal councils.
Namaskar. बहुत बधाई है.
Kiran Kumar Geete, collector Amravati, helped in constructing 56% individual household toilets through funds made available to municipal councils. Geotag photos uploaded on the Government of India web portal. Satara Municipal Council responsible for successful implementation of Swachh Maharashtra Abhiyan in A-class municipal council, making the town ODF in the first phase itself. Mohapa Municipal Council contributed in making Mohapa ODF.
बहुत बधाई सर, बहुत बधाई, धन्यवाद.
Balladpur Municipal Council helped in making Balladpur open defecation free.
Many congratulations. Thank you so much. Namaskar. आप भी छू लीजिए उसको.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you.